Hi, welcome to this video looking at the CorbettMaths 5-a-days for numeracy and foundation. Okay, we're looking at January the 1st here for this slide, and then the next slide is looking at April the 1st. We're going to start with question number 1 on the numeracy. Below is 8 20p coins. What is the total value of these coins? Well, 20p, 40p, 60p, 80p, £1, £1.20, £1.40, £1.60. Okay. Or another way that could have been derived is doing 20p times 8, okay, or 20p, add 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 20p, and it'll give you £1.60. This is question number 2. The time shown on the clock is 9:24 a.m. Write 9:24 a.m. as a 24-hour time. Well, it's 09 and then the 2 dots and then it's 24. Okay. Next question, guys. Write 1:15 p.m. as a 24-hour time. So that's going to be 1300 hours and 15 minutes. Okay, when we finish 12 o'clock actually on the 24-hour clock, it goes 1300, then 1400, which is 2 o'clock, 1500 is 3 o'clock, and then etc. etc. Okay, then it restarts again at 0000 for midnight. Okay. This is question number 3. In the diagram, 3 circles in the straight line must add up to 100. Write the missing numbers. Well, 20 add 25 is 45. 45 add 55 is 100. Okay, 20 add 45 is 65. Add 35 is 100. 45 add 30 is 75. Add that 25 is 100. 55 add 25 is 80. So adding on that 20 gives my answer. This is question number 4. Tea is £1.50, coffee is £2, flapjack is £2.50. Jack pays for 2 coffees and 2 flapjacks. Altogether, how much do they cost? Well, 2 coffees is going to be £4, so 2 times £2 is £4. And 2 flapjacks is £5. 2 lots of £2.50 is £5. Okay, so 2 times £2.50 or double of £2.50 is £5. Adding all this together, I get the answer of £9. 4 add 5 is 9. So the answer is £9 for that question. Okay. For the next one, it says Max pays for 1 tea, 1 coffee and 1 flapjack. He pays with a £10 note. How much change should he get? Well, £1.50 add £2.50 is £4. Add that £2 is £6. If I do £10, take away £6, I get the answer of £4. Okay. Question. We are now looking at the foundation 5-a-day, January the 1st, CorbettMaths. Okay, this is particularly from the A star to G grade. So this is the old specification, but it still will be relevant to this day and age for the new spec for the foundation and higher tier. Question number 1. Solve the inequality 3x plus 2 is less than or equal to 8. Well, if I subtract 2 on both sides of my inequality, I'm going to get 3x is less than or equal to 6. Okay. Dividing both sides by 3, I'm going to get that x is less than or equal to 2. Okay, and that's my solution to the inequality. Now, a part B of a question might say to represent this on a number line, and if you're interested, I'll just do like a quick visual, okay, imagine these are all my numbers. Okay, obviously it goes on more than this. Okay, but let's just assume that this is what I have so far. Okay, x less than or equal to 2 is a shaded in circle because it's got the equal sign, and it's any number that is smaller than 2. So the values that it can take are 2, 1, 0, -1, -2, and then it goes on essentially forever. And all the numbers that lie in between those integers as well. Okay, so decimals in between those will also lie. Okay. This is question number 2. A car decreases in value 10% a year. If it was bought for £5,000, how much would it be worth after 2 years? Okay, well, if I work out 10% of 5,000, okay, I'm going to get 500. Okay, 10% means dividing it by 10. Okay. So if I take that off, actually, the first year will be 4,500. Okay, I've then got to take off 10% of this new value. So 10% of 4,500 is 450. Take that off away from 4,500, and I get the answer to be £4,050. Okay, so that's doing it without a calculator. There is, of course, a way of doing it with a calculator. If I did 5,000 times 1.1 to the power of 2, that would have also given me the same answer. Okay, so I'm taking this off here, and that's how I get the £4,050. Okay, and the 500, yeah, I took it off the 5,000, just to be clear, and I got 4,500, which was the new value after the end of the first year. And then I worked out 10% of the new value. Okay, next question. I've got a triangle here, a right angle triangle. Calculate the missing length of the missing side. So this is using Pythagoras. If I do 6 squared, okay, plus 4 squared, okay, we will call this length x, okay, for argument's sake. X squared, okay. 6 squared is 36. 36 add 16, so 4 squared is 16. So 36 add 16 is equal to x squared. Okay. So then I get 52 is equal to x squared. Okay. The opposite of squaring something is square root. Okay. So x is equal to the square root of 52. Okay. And I'll leave my answer like this here because I'm going to leave it in its exact form. Okay. Although you are welcome to go ahead actually and type it in the calculator to give you the numerical value. Okay. But I'm going to leave it, okay, in what we call surd form. Okay. Because that's the exact value or exact answer. Okay, but you are welcome, okay, to type it into the calculator, okay, and see what you get. Okay, next question. Simplify t to the 6 times t squared. Well, if it's the same base, I just add the powers. 6 add 2 is 8. Okay, the next one, m to the power of 8 divided by m to the power of 3. Well, if I'm dividing with the same base, I subtract the powers. 8 take away 3 is 5. Okay, right guys, next question. Calculate the perimeter of this semicircle. Okay, so if it's a full circle, okay, I would do pi times the diameter. Okay, but we have a semicircle. Okay, so to work out the distance here, I do pi times diameter and then half my answer. Okay, the diameter here is 15. Okay, so it's 15 over 2 pi. Now the question is asking for the perimeter, so it's distance around the semicircle. So your final answer would be 15, which is this part here, plus 15 halves pi, okay, centimeters, okay, and that would give you the total perimeter of this shape, okay. I see many students would just stop when they get 15 over 2 pi or 15 pi over 2 and say that's their answer. The question is asking for perimeter. So perimeter is the distance around the shape here. So it's going from here all the way around to here. Okay, so it's this distance here plus all of this distance here. Okay, the curved distance we got is 15 halves pi, or 15 pi over 2, okay, or 15 over 2 pi, okay, and then plus that 15, okay, so my answer is 15 plus 15 over 2 pi, which again is my exact perimeter, but you're welcome to type it into your calculator and round your answer to maybe 2 decimal places, okay, and similarly for this one, I'll probably round it to 2 decimal places, okay, or 3 sig figs for your answer, okay. Right guys, we are now looking at April the 1st, okay, 5-a-day numeracy. Okay, we're starting on this section here. Write an algebraic expression that says 4 more than x. So 4 more than x is written as x plus 4. Or 4 plus x. So either way is the same answer. 4 plus x or x plus 4. It's the same convention, okay? The next one is 7 less than c. Well, that's c take away 7. Okay, so it's 7 less than c. But again, examiners will also allow, okay, minus 7 plus c. Okay, I'm putting both conventions here because I want you to start getting used to the fact that I can write things in multiple different ways, okay, when I look at expressions. Okay, next one, 3 multiplied by y, so 3 multiplied by y, 3 times y, we write that as just 3y, okay, without the times sign in the middle. Okay, next one, m divided by 3, I'd write that as a fraction, so m divided by 3, okay, or again, I can write it as a third m, okay, so these mean the same thing, okay, a third m or m over 3 is the same, okay, I think they will allow, okay, m divided by 3, but at this stage it's moving away from that division symbol and getting used to writing division as a fraction. So m divided by 3, okay, it's same as saying m over 3, okay, as a fraction. Remember that a division, okay, by something is written as a fraction, okay, whether it gives a whole number answer or not actually is a separate point, but a fraction means division where the top number is divided by the bottom number, so numerator divided by the denominator. Next one, 3 times 5w. Well, 3 times 5 is 15, and then we keep that w, okay? Because it's the same as saying 5w plus 5w plus 5w, which is 15w. The next one, simplify 3w times 15a. Well, 3 times 5 is 15. W times a, I can write as aw or wa. Okay, again, either way is fine. Okay, so let's just write the other convention. So examiners will also allow, okay, 15WA. Okay, but again, they tend to write it in alphabetical order, so they'll write it as 15AW. Next question, simplify a plus a plus a plus a plus a. That's going to give me 5 lots of a, okay, or 5a, we say. Okay, simplify this expression. Okay, collecting my like terms. 4m subtract 2m is 2m. And 6p plus 4p is plus 10p. Okay, so the answer is 2m plus 10p or 10p plus 2m. Again, either way is fine. I've got the word mathematics here. What's the probability of selecting a M? I've got 1, 2 M's, okay, out of a total number of letters of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So the answer is 2 11ths. Okay, the next one. What is the probability of not selecting a vowel? So a vowel is A, E, I, O, U. So if we just say, so we've got an A here, E, A, and an I. Okay. So the probability of selecting a vowel is 4 11ths, but we want not a vowel, so it's 1 take away 4 11ths, which is 7 11ths, okay? Because the idea here is the probability of an event happening plus the probability of that same event not happening has to equal 1, okay, by definition, okay? So I've got 4 vowels here, but the question's asking for not a vowel. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that haven't been crossed off. That's one way of doing it, or the other way is doing 1 take away 4 11ths. Okay. Oops. So 1 take away 11ths. Okay, next question. We're looking at the April the 1st 5-a-day foundation tier. Work out 3/4 times 3/7. When I multiply fractions, I do the top numbers times together and the bottom numbers times together. 3 times 3 is 9, and 4 times 7 is 28. Okay, next one. Factorize 8xy minus 9x. So the highest common factor here is going to be x, so take x out as a bracket. Okay, then I'm going to have a single bracket here. So x times 8y gives me 8xy, and then x times negative 9 gives me minus 9x, because a positive times a negative is a negative. Okay, so you can check your answer by expanding the bracket. Next one, simplify 9r minus 4s minus 6r plus s. So combining like terms, 9r minus 6r is 3r. Negative 4s plus s is negative 3s. So the answer is 3r minus 3s. But again, it might be written as 3 lots of r minus s. That's also correct. Okay. And then another convention might be minus 3s plus 3r. Okay, but again, it has multiple different ways of writing your answer. Here it's just been factorized, so I went a step further, but in your exam you will not have to. Okay, but I was just trying to write it as simply as possible, essentially. Next question. Okay, write 44 as a product of primes, so decompose this into prime numbers. Okay, times together. The word product means multiply. 44 divided by 2. Okay, locking off that 2 there because 2 is a prime number and it's the only even prime number. Okay, we're going to have 2 and 11. Okay, locking off the 2, locking off the 11 because they're prime. So 44 is written as 2 times 2 times 11, or I can write that as 2 to the power of 2 times 11. Okay, because 2 times 2 is written as 2 squared, or 2 to the power of 11, yeah? So I'm timesing all the numbers that I've circled. 2 times 2 times 11 does give me 44, but I want to write it in its simplest form. So 44 equals 2 to the power of 2 times 11, or 2 squared times 11. Okay, because 2 squared means 2 times 2. Okay, so if you're not sure here, I'll write it as 2 times 2 times 11, and then that's how I've simplified it on the top line. Okay, so that is the fully simplified answer. So always write your answer in index form where possible. Okay. Next question. Bernie, Cara and Don share some money in the ratio 5 to 2 to 7. Okay. Bernie has £15. How much do they have in total? Well, if Bernie has £15 actually, and that's equal to 5 parts, then I'm going to have to times everything by 3, because 5 times 3 is 15. Okay, so I'm going to be timesing everything by 3. And the reason for that, is because if we follow the ratio convention in the right order, okay, Bernie has 5 parts, Cara has 2 parts, and Don has 7 parts. 5 to 15, I've times that by 3. So I'll do the same for the rest of the ratios. 2 times 3 is £6. Okay, and 7 times 3 is £21. Okay. How much do they have in total? Well, adding my answers together, 21 plus 6 is £27. £27 plus 15 is £42. Okay. And you can check your answer by doing column addition. Okay, but that's sharing in a given ratio. Okay, and again, all these are exam style questions that could appear on a foundation tier or even part of a higher tier paper as part of like a worded problem. Okay. Right guys, that is the end of today's video. So I hope you found it informative. I hope you found it useful. If you did, please hit that like button, please hit that subscribe button, and lastly, please click that bell icon. Okay, hit that bell icon so you don't miss out on further videos and that you are notified of when I upload on the channel. Okay, and lastly, please leave me a comment below, okay, for any questions or any queries or any topic requests. Okay, but that's it for me today guys. Thanks for watching. Take care, stay safe, stay healthy, enjoy your Easter break, enjoy your Easter holidays, and I'll see you for the next one. Goodbye for now.